Good morning, everyone. Today we looked at the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 8, which reflects on the persecution of early Christians in Jerusalem. Basically, anyone who believed in Christ was seen to be, or followed the teachings of Christ, was seen to be against the teaching of the Jews. And so therefore, all the Jewish people, or the Jewish leaders, would hunt down the Christians. And many of them fled. In fact, even the apostles fled. They just took off. And so, well, you can understand why they would do that, because persecution is not something which is everyone's choice for the day. Saul, we hear about Saul, not Paul. Saul, after holding the cloaks of the killers of Stephen, and he was on the side of the Romans. He was of Roman origin himself. Paul went around from house to house arresting people. Happening in this world at the moment. People being dragged out of their houses, out of their jobs, being ostracized. Why? Because it doesn't fit in with the conviction of the people who are in charge. So Paul Saul at the time, is out persecuting the early Christians. Philip, who was one of the apostles, when he left, he went preaching to the Samaritans. Now, the Samaritans, we need to remind ourselves of the parable of the Good Samaritan. Now, the Samaritans were not the friends of the Jews. They didn't believe what the Jews believed in, and it was unusual if there was any kind of association. And yet Philip went into the Samaritan town, and there he persuaded people to follow Christ, or the teachings of Christ. And miracles were worked, people were healed. And so that's quite nice. I would like to have that. I always say to people that it'd be really, really nice if you're trying to persuade somebody something, and a bolt of lightning comes out of a clear sky and makes an impression. Well, it'd be nice to have those kind of things. But our Christianity is more subtle than that. We are not confrontational. Our Christianity is one of conviction and belief, living the example, and allowing others to learn from that example. Yes, we can talk about it. Yes, we can offer advice. I know that in my situation as a teacher, I often had a mixed religion classes, where you had Christians and Hindus and Muslims and agnostics and all the rest. You can't force people to believe what you do, but you can try to tell them what you believe in. Have a wonderful day. Keep safe. God bless. Bye-bye.